Hey guys, I'm just trying to adjust this phone. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. I had this adjusted, y'all. I had it adjusted and then I went to press go live and it moved. And now it's off. Hold on, I think this is going to be it right here. Oh yeah, this is it. Hey everybody. Hey, I'm running a little late today. I'm sorry about that. I like to start at 8. I like to go from 8 to 10. But I slept in a little. Sue me. Just kidding, don't sue me. Okay, I am Adia. I am Adia Rain. Woo! And I am here to be a lol cow or to be whatever you guys want me to be for the next like hour and a half at least. And not for whatever you guys want me to be, because I know I got some people in here that'll be like, all right, let's do a mouth tour. Show me your toes. Wiggle your toes. Show me all the calluses. Okay, no, I'm not doing it. Show me your gynae. Pull out a boob. No. No can do. No comprende, okay? Anyway, and the disclaimers. No children allowed. If you're like a little kid or you're childlike mind or whatever, skedaddle on out of here, because this is adult content, all right? This is not a family-friendly channel. Okay, like, let's see what else. What's the other disclaimer? You guys know the disclaimers. Oh, YouTube will give me a strike if I do not jibber through my whole live stream. And that is because they consider my live stream pornography. Not prom, even though it feels like we're at the prom, right? Wee. Yeah. No, pornography, okay? They like literally. And then I guess I violate the nudity and sexuality terms of conditions or whatever. So to fix that, YouTube has explained to me on like 3 different occasions that, ma'am, you absolutely need to be giving instruction throughout your entire video or you will lose your channel. So, you know, I know some people like the quiet type that just do their thing and not say anything, but that isn't this channel, okay? So there's the other disclaimer. No kids talking through the whole video. And I'm Adia Rain. Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? Sorry I missed last week, guys. I was really like kind of under the weather. And I was literally actually bedridden for like 4 days. It was like an absolute nightmare. So, not bedridden, but almost bedridden, like could barely get out of bed. So, yeah, that part. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great Saturday, and I want to go ahead and get started. And because this is a day I have to pull practice. I haven't pulled practice since Tuesday, aside from just a couple little tricks that I tried on the pole. I'll show you one of them. Should I show you one now or should I warm up? This is a trick it's like a spin that I'm learning. We'll just do it now really quick. So you grab the pole with your outside arm. This took me like 15 minutes to wrap my head around. I was like, how is she doing that? Okay, so you grab the pole with your outside arm, your inside arm. Your outside arm comes out. And instead of like swirling around like that, or like this, or like that, what you're gonna do, because the person I was watching didn't explain this, so it was quite confusing. You're gonna take your inside leg and fling it around the pole. And you wind up like that. I don't know, it's pretty, oh, this was the other part to it. So you grab it up here with your inside arm. Your outside arm comes kind of high and then over your face. And then you fling around like this, but then you spin like that. So I'm working on making that look good and then turning it into a climb. So aside from doing that yesterday and learning how to do that yesterday, the day before I did nothing. And then the day before that, I think it was Tuesday. No, yeah, Tuesday was my last pole practice. Everything else was just like, I saw something on the phone, got inspired, tried to do it. It was probably a fail. And then I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, another disclaimer. I do come check the chat. I just try to get some stuff done before. Should I come check it now? I might need my glasses because I'll check it now before I get started. I might need my glasses because yesterday, guys, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe it. Well, I couldn't believe it. I went blind yesterday. There was like a film over my eyes. Because you guys know how I said I was sick and almost bedridden for like 4 or 5 days? It was 4 days actually. And I was only bedridden for like 1.5 to 2 of those days. Do you know what I mean? Like it didn't start off where I was bedridden and then bedridden the whole time. I got either food poisoning or I ate too much Kerrygold butter. Because normally I eat tallow. And I wanted to start incorporating either Vital Farms or Kerrygold butter. And I forgot that it's a different type of fat. It's a shorter chain fat. And I didn't realize it could mess me up. And I just went straight to town with it. And so it was either that got me sick or I was meddling around with chicken. And sometimes the dogs will distract me. And I think what may have happened is I forgot to wash my hands and maybe just, I don't know, but I either got salmonella or I ate too much, and I stopped trying to figure it out. I was just too sick and it was too frustrating to figure out. So by day 3 is when I became to where I couldn't really function. And then day 4, and basically I was living in the bathroom. I'm not going to go there, but I was living in the bathroom. And I almost had to quit keto over it because I got really, really dehydrated. So that's why I missed last week, y'all, because I was getting sick. And I was like, ugh. I woke up the first day I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like eating. I don't feel like drinking my morning tea. I don't feel like doing anything. And I think that was on Saturday. So I was like, I don't think a live is going to happen. And I miss you guys so very, very, very much. I'm thinking about practicing in heels today. Hey, everybody. So yesterday I had a film because I wasn't eating fat or doing like my regular like stuff for like 4 straight days. I started having effects. Like I said, I got dehydrated. So I noticed a film went over my eyes after I got better, like yesterday. Like yesterday was my first day feeling like chipper. You know what I mean? Like, woohoo, I'm chipper. hey everybody. I was like talking to people in the grocery stores and shit, and like hanging out in the freaking Stater Brothers, and like just like dun 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 dun, just talking to all the workers and everything. I was feeling good, okay? And I was feeling great, but I couldn't see short distance. Is that not something? It's never really happened to me before. I had no eye pain. I had nothing like that. I just had a film over my eyes. So when I woke up this morning, you're not going to believe it, I still had a film over my eyes. I still had a film over my eyes. And I was like, oh no. I mean, it wasn't as bad because I slept the whole night. So it was like slight. But I was like, oh no, I've got to go live today. I have to see my people. I cannot do this. I am feeling good. I'm not sick. I've got to work out on the pole. I've got to say hi to everybody. Right? And so I was like, oh my God, what am I can't go blind today? So I'm washing my hands in the sink. You guys, I don't know who can relate with this, but I'm washing my hands in the sink, getting my hands and, doing all this, right? Getting everything cleaned up, doing under my fingernails, even though I don't really have any. And I pulled my pinky finger. If that's not getting old, I don't know what the hell is, y'all. If remember when Cat Williams said, if you cough and you pull out all your ribs, well, did already happen to me already several times, but like this is like pulling pinky fingers and ring fingers while washing hands gently. Okay. So I don't know what that is. All right. I don't know if you can relate. If that's happened to any of you, you could put a 1 in the chat. Have you ever been slightly washing your hands in the sink and pulled out 2 of your fingers almost out of, this finger hurts so bad to bend. If that's not getting old, I don't know what the hell is, y'all. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Like, who does that happen to? Frick. You know what I mean? I heard this on the internet from this lady, Stephanie. She calls it tomfluckery. And I like that. So that was some tomfluckery, y'all. Some tomfluckery. Oh yeah, I need my glasses. So this morning I started feeling a film build up on my eyes, or it was slightly there. And I said, maybe I need to flush my eyes out. That might be a good idea. So I have this big mirror that's like 20 times. Do you know what I mean? And I use it specifically for my eyes and stuff for other reasons, and like makeup or whatever. And so I took that mirror, I looked in my eyes, I didn't see any eye debris. So I got some eye flush. It's actually called, it starts with an O, and it's eye drops for eye allergies. And I squirted that stuff like if it was like out of a first aid thing at the emergency room, like a real eye flush. These are eye drops. And all this like stringy white stuff was coming out of my eyes that I couldn't even see. It's not like sleep in the eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's like a actual film. And it was like coming down my eyes this way. It was going up my eye this way. And I just started pulling it out. I should have did that yesterday. Then I would have probably been able to see. But now when I try to read the chat, it's still kind of hard because I have something going on. The keto will clear it up. I just got to get back in the rhythm of things from being sick. Hi. There you guys are. Okay, John S. I always miss you, honey. I think about you a lot. I love you, my love. John shook. John's got me shook. John shook. Roosevelt. Hi, babe. Bobby Knuckles. Y&A Fitness. I will definitely, can you go and paste this into my community post. I don't know if my community's on, but if you go to my community posts, just go under like, I just posted something today about going live. If you could write that down in there for me or paste it or whatever, so I can look that up. And I really appreciate it. I am open to listening to any fitness like professional. I always take a little, you know, like I take a little, I leave a little, you know, I'm always trying to keep an open mind to learning new things. David Sam, hey there, man. Hey there, man, David Sam. What is BPC? Because the thing is I'm working upwards, guys. Is I'm on keto. And so normally I don't have any kind of problems at all. But because I was sick for 4 days, which I haven't been sick like that since I was like 23 or 20. So I don't normally get sick. It's not like a norm for me. But I think I got salmonella. So what happened is it caused me to probably go out of ketosis. Or if not go out of ketosis, it caused extreme dehydration. But normally I don't have any problems. But I would like to just research that, look that up. I'm really on a strict keto diet, like a clinical, monitored by doctors type of thing, eating 200 grams of fat a day. So if it interrupts ketosis, I can't do it, but I will look into it. Uni, yo, what's up? What's up, Uni? Uni. Why do I call you Uni? I don't know why, but it always comes out that way, and it's Uni, like unicorn. You know what I mean? And I'm always like, Uni. I hope you don't mind that. I'm sorry. Alex. I'm doing good, Alex. Scrody McBooger. Hey, baby. It's been a long time. I miss you, Scrody. I always like to see you in here. Alex. Okay, I got to remember who I say hi to and who I don't. Terrence Bastarache. Yep. And you know what I say? It's pretty good to be a little wacko. My advice is if you aren't a little wacko, figure out a way to become a little wacko. You know what I mean? Because when you have that little bit of wackoness, even a little more than that, like half wacko, if you get to be half wacko, life will be so much more fun. And no, it won't lower your IQ. I looked that up already. Believe it or not, I did a lot of research into like becoming wacko, and does that lower the IQ? And no, it does not. You can be a complete wacko and be so much happier that way, and just let loose and not give an AF what anybody thinks, and let everybody run around and be like, she's a wacko, all right. And you know what? You know what happens? You just become so super like carefree. It's glorious. Yes. So thank you for noticing that I'm slightly wacko. I appreciate that. It just goes to show that, you know, my mindfulness is working. Joey Allen. Oh, hey, Connie. Hey, Connie, how you doing? It is nice to see Connie in here. I've been seeing Connie a lot, and I am so happy to see Connie. Hey, Terrence. Oh, yeah, I said hi to you already, but let me read. No hate, bro, for real. I don't know what that's about, but I will shortly find out. The engineer. Hey, the engineer. Y'all are so nice. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly. World full of wackos. Terrence, it's okay. We're going to, as long as you don't get to, as long as you just keep it at like crazy, wacko, out of her mind, grandma, that kind of stuff, I don't mind because it gives me stuff to school people on. Because I'm 100% in agreement with you. So just nothing like really mean, okay? Because then you know, that's not cool. Then that's not nice, and then I feel sorry for you. Reese Cross. Hey, Reese. Okay, so you do not need to be projecting on my channel, Terrence. I get that you're like all perved out, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be calling people perverts. But believe it or not, there's at least 4,000 people out of all my subscribers that would watch me if I was wearing a fucking pull-up suit, pajamas. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I have some serious like people in here that are far from perverts. They just honestly, truly like me. And for you to just call people perverts is completely out of pocket, because the thing about it is you don't know the people in here. So for you to just pop up with that perverted thing in your head before you even see my content or anything, or get to know any of my people, for that word to like even come out of your mouth just proves that you're a pervert, because you're projecting. So please stop that, or I'm going to have to like get you out of here. Don't do that, Terrence. Don't do that. You can call me a wacko, and you can say what you want, and you can say that, but don't come in and talk shite to my viewers and my chat. Don't do that. I have a respectful chat in here, and I would like to keep it that way. Anichan. Hey, what's up? I don't know what Gunner's Ensemble means. Anichan. Anichan. Yanni-chan. Little Queefy. Okay. Okay. Ollie, take it off. Hey, Ralph La Bella. Hey, Mark Green. Hey, Alex Macedo. I'm just going to say first names. Hey, Lee. Hey, Benzone. Hey, Leo Garcia. Hey, Leo Garcia. Woo! This is kind of hard to do with my... Sorry, I'm not in the right position. That is kind of hard to do with my little hairpiece, and I might have to take this out and put a pony in, because this thing is going to mess me up if I try to do any floor work. But I just did a flip for Leo Garcia. I'm doing backflips for Leo Garcia, baby. That is a fine cup of chocolate milk. A tall, fine glass of chocolate milk right there, baby. Lennox Brankowitz. I bet you do. What do you want? What do you want to show me that's big? Your mom? Just kidding. I had to just say it. I'm sorry. That was out of pocket. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lennox. Please don't unsubscribe. Please. I just came to my, you know, sometimes things just come out like a joke. Rexy. Oh, Rexy. Dude, I haven't even done anything yet, Rexy. Like, what are you doing, dude? I haven't even like done anything smexual. I'm actually trying to calm my channel down a little bit because Jesus told me to. So I don't know what you're doing. Abbas. Marcus Rhodes. Michael Johnson. Hey, Michael Johnson. Nice to see you, babe. Always a pleasure. I've been like obsessed with looking up stuff in Maryland. And I didn't realize that Maryland is like all this like hunting country. Because I've been wanting to like move. Do you know what I mean? And I've been looking up different places. And I didn't realize that most of Maryland is all hunting country. And all like the sticks and everything. So that's pretty cool. And there was this one town I was looking into, and I was going to ask you about it, but I forgot what the name of the town was. It's like a town out in the sticks where people go to like hunt wild boar and like survival and go down the river. And I guess some people like died in the river because it's one of the most dangerous parts of like the river. And yeah, anyway. Eduardo, hey, hola, babe. My day's going good, and I just hope your day is too, sweetheart. Adam, hi, Adam. Bayu, hello. And okay, so let's go. Okay, we're up at the top. Balls Mahoney. It's so nice to see you, Balls Mahoney and Ronnie and Ron. Let me do a backflip for you guys too, but let me take my hair out of this when I do it. I really need something different for my hair. Like I need a pony in, because if my hair's down and I do this, it's gonna, something bad's gonna happen. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is do this a little closer to the pole, but real dancers, they don't need a pole. So this isn't easy. They don't need a pole. They just do it without the pole. They don't need a pole. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it, all right? That, and believe me, don't let that deter you guys from the fact that I do know how to be graceful on a pole now. These are just, guys, another disclaimer for my channel. I do pole art and I am employable and I have been performing, but this is a pole practice channel, okay? So some of the stuff I do is stuff I do not know how to do, and I'm working on it. So I think I'm gonna like take the Weekend Dream Queen channel or something. I need to put a performance up on my performance channel. That's 100%. I need to show you guys a performance. But let's not fret about that, okay? Hey, William. Oh, today's a glasses day, guys. I wanted to be able to do backflips, but I'll probably break my shoulder if I try. Top Ali, hey. Adnan, okay, so we're gonna... Oh, thank you. These are actually reading glasses, so from far away, they're really bad to use. But I do have some blue blockers I can put on. William, I am working on things like that. I'm doing yoga now because I'm working on doing like flips and things. It's going to be years before I could do that kind of stuff. Because I honestly, I'm looking for my blue blocker. I'm looking for my blue blockers. I don't know where they're at. Oh, I've got 2 different blue blockers, you guys. Actually, I have 3. I have 3 different blue blockers. These are Giorgio Armani blue blockers. But my daughter says I look like an old mafia man in them. These are Giorgio Armani, and they literally are like magnets or whatever. They have a few scratches on them. I got them at a pawn shop a long time ago because they're blue blockers. And they're Giorgio Armani, and they were cheap as fuck. And I was like so excited. And then I wore them, and I thought, my daughter's making serious fun of me. And then these are the very first blue blockers I ever bought in my life when I realized that I needed blue blockers so my adrenal glands could calm down after like 3 p.m. And I was rocking these, and then I saw that movie, Book of Eli, and I felt like I looked like that one really, what's his name? The guy that was searching for the Bible, that old white guy that was searching for the Bible. God, he's a really famous actor. He's really good. He's hot as hell too. Like if you see him like not in the movie, he's actually so hot. But these are, yeah. Well, anyway, I felt like I looked like him in these after a while. So I was like, nope, gotta. So then I got these, my mother, oh no, they're not in here. Oh my God, I'm not going to get up and go look for them, but they're very flimsy, like you can bend them and they won't break or bend, and they're clear, and they're like made by Silas or something. Yeah, Sigzix. I don't know, they're probably like $20 blue blockers, but I really like them. They look like regular glasses, and when I wear them, people tell me, oh, you look like a beautiful secretary, blah, blah, blah. And I say, why, thank you. And I sometimes rock them like for no reason, like if I'm dressed for the occasion, because they don't know that they're blue blockers. They think they're just glasses, you know what I mean? Okay, so I got to get started here. And before I do any pull work, I definitely need to roll out. Roll out. Roll out. I definitely need to roll out. So you guys bear with me. I've got to roll out. And you guys, in previous videos, I've went over like tutorials, kind of like told you guys. Well, I got to tell you guys in this one too, because like I said, YouTube will say that I'm being pornographic, which is unbelievable to me. I mean, I'm completely covered. I'm rolling out, and I'm in nothing more than what you would see people in the beach in. You know what I mean? I'm not like doing any, I don't get YouTube. Like, okay, let me tell you guys a little story, okay? Just really quick. I'm not going to get into names, places, people, places, okay? But there was this YouTuber, because I watch a lot of crama, and that's crime and drama. Or I actually just watch, we'll just say drama. I watch a lot of drama channels. I don't do it all the time, but I have like my favorites, okay? I have like a couple of favorite drama channels. And so they restream like lolcow stuff, right? And so there's this person they restream. And this person, it's a female, that's all I'm going to say. And she has a large following, like probably because she's a really big lolcow. Very interesting to watch. And sometimes in the drama channels, I would rather just watch the lolcow channel, like the original channel, because the chats, I don't like the chats. Like I have this one guy that I watch, and it's not Lycan. So if anybody here watches me from Lycan's channel, I'm not talking about him. But this is like another drama channel that it's a guy that I watch, and he's really transparent. He never talks shit about any of the lolcows. He just basically plays it, and then sometimes he'll like make a little comment, but it's never anything really mean. But the chat is so mean. They'll basically be like wishing death on like the lolcow, and they'll be so mean, and it's hard for me to watch that in a chat. Like it upsets me and triggers me and makes me so mad that people can't just watch a lolcow and find it funny and then just watch it for entertainment. Like, why do they have to be so terribly mean? They'll even go to the point where they like find out where the lolcow is located and like call the cops on them and say they're doing something they're not doing. So anyway, so what's my point? Okay, so there's this recent, but what was my point about it? There was this recent lolcow, and I watch this channel because it's just so interesting to watch, but I don't get in the chat. I don't really get in the chat. And the lolcow's chat is actually people that like this person. Oh, I remember my point. And so this person has a huge following of like haters and non-haters. And I'm like just watching it as entertainment. I don't love her. I don't hate her. I just am like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, like what the? And so recently this person said some things on their live that was so terrible and so disturbing and so out of pocket that this person literally got arrested on her live stream, and she has made state news. It may become national. Like, she is on every news station in her state. And YouTube has literally, and I'm sure this might be for evidence, but I don't think so, because there's so many clips that people have sent the police that they don't need her channel. They can use like clips off other people. But they're like, this stuff is like so horrific. And I mean, this person's looking at like 2 years in prison just for like things she was saying on a live stream. And YouTube left that up. And she'd been saying things like this for forever, for like years. It just got to a point where it just snowballed and got so bad that she was finally detained. And it's like on the news. And so I don't really understand why YouTube has a problem with this. Do you see what I mean? And also, I don't understand why some certain people have such a problem with this. You know what I mean? When YouTube allows things on their platform and people watch and support things on this platform that are convictable, like are means for arrest and detainment and made the news. So I'm just saying, like, I don't get it really. Like, I don't really see anything wrong with what I'm doing on here, guys. Okay, rant over. I rarely rant. That's another disclaimer. I rarely rant. But this did, when I watched her get arrested, and then the next day she was on the news, and then like everybody's clipping her, and I'm watching all these clips, and it's just horrendous stuff. It's like way horrendous, like out of pocket, like unbelievable, jaw-dropping. Like, this girl's like pulling out knives, all kinds of things. At one live she did, YouTube did not take this down, and she didn't get arrested for this. She was setting booby traps to yeet people in the woods. Like wires that can take people's heads off. And she was going in the woods and tying this stuff from tree to tree and talking about how if anybody rides their motorcycle through the woods, it's going to decapitate them. And when she went to buy the stuff at Walmart, she was live doing all this. When she went to Walmart to buy the stuff, the guy at Walmart was like, please be responsible with this wire. It could like hurt somebody. And YouTube like leaves that stuff up, guys. YouTube just leaves that stuff wide open for everybody to watch. But I come on in a literal bra that is more covering than a bikini, and a pair of granny panties, and I'm just stretching it out and being healthy, and I get warned and warned. I've had 2 warnings on this channel, one for a community post that I made, and one for a video that I made. And I've had a strike on this channel. I had a warning before I got the strike. Then I got a strike. And then I got a warning on a community post. And then I had a community post that was a repost of something else that was professional. It was like a modeling agency where they're nude. And that was taken down on my community post, but it's still on YouTube. Anyway, okay, rant over for real. Okay, I'm going to stretch and get started. Then I'm going to come talk to the chat again. I already came once. You guys, I do check my chat. I'm just kind of rolling out my butt and my lower back right now. And this is kind of getting my muscles ready for the pull, because in a way this is like a light Pilates workout, because you do have to use your muscles to roll out, and it does cause that, and it also gets the knots and it gets the kinks out. So this works just like stretching in my opinion, but I do stretch too, and I stretch when I'm on the pull. But let's just roll it out. Roll it out. I see you guys. I see you. I can't read what you're saying, but hi. Okay, so now I'm doing more of my upper back. I'm going to get into my upper back. So I heard my ankles just crack, but I'm getting way up into my cervical area. Cervical area. Oh, I'm on my neck right now, so I'm just going to roll my neck. I'm kind of like even into my shoulders a little bit. So I'm just gonna, and at the same time, my quads are really stretching, believe it or not, guys. My quads are stretching good. You know, I can even grab my ankles, and I'm on my neck on this roller, and I'm stretching my quads, and then I'm coming up. So these rollers, once you learn how to use them, they're really, really awesome. They're really awesome. I've been using this roller for about 3 or 4 months now, but I really started using it every day for about 3 weeks. And it gets easier. It's kind of awkward at first, but it gets really, really easy. So my back is rolled out. I'm going to move up onto my tushy, and I'm going to roll my tushy out. Roll out the tushy, roll out the tushy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm rolling it out, rolling it out. Oh, another disclaimer. I use my own words. I use my own words. I didn't have a brain injury, but I have some neurological issues, which I like. Well, I shouldn't say I like it. I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it because it comes with a lot of eye pain and a lot of dropping things and kind of being clumsy. And for a while there, I felt maybe my IQ went down because of it. But I found out from the neurologist that no, my IQ is not going to be affected by the type of neurological problem I have. So, anyway, I'm just rolling out this butt cheek right here. And then I'm going to come roll this butt cheek out. And so anyway, yeah, I make up my, ooh, that feels good. I have some tension. You can feel that the muscles that need more rolling, you can feel like popping, or you can feel like a, I don't know how to explain it, but you could tell when something needs rolling out more than like the norm. Like, you don't really need to spend a lot of time on the roller. You really don't. But sometimes you need to spend more time. Now, this is something I'm learning. You want to start at the knee, because if you start up here, it doesn't work out quite right. And I need to scoot back. So I need to start at the knee, scoot back, because I don't want to knock the phone over. But I'm rolling out my hamstring right now. So yeah, I make up my own words, guys. So for you literary people that are like stuck on the right words, if you're stuck on the right words, you'll have to excuse me, because I just do make up my own song lyrics. I make up my own words. I say the words wrong. And I don't even try to do it right because I'm just at the age where I just don't care. And I'm a wacko, remember? I'm an elderly wacko. I don't mind saying that. I'm showing all the other elderly wackos or all the other elderly people that they can be wackos too, and it's healthy to be a wacko. And it's also healthy to be elderly. Like, you can be healthier than somebody that's 20 if you do it right, you know. So this is going to spin like this, but I'm going to pull this over a little and I'm going to continue. Oh, I don't want to knock my phone down. Let me scoot up a little. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to get really far up into my hip. You see, like, you really want to, and you kind of twist. See how I'm kind of twisting, and I'm going to hold the base of the pole, and sometimes the pole will help me out. If I think I'm going to knock the phone down, I can lift up my foot, and you get all the way up into that hip, and you just roll it. And I'm not feeling too many, so I don't need to spend too much time on this leg because it's all rolled out. I feel like my underwear is going up my giny, so let me fix myself. These are some thin bottoms I have on, and they keep giving me a wedgie, which is fine, I don't mind. But I got to make sure that they don't wedge up the wrong place, because that would be bad for me. Not for many of you probably, but for me it would be bad. It might shock some of you. Like, damn, she is cray-cray. So now I'm rolling out my other hamstring. And this hamstring seems pretty good, pretty rolled out. And so now I'm going to move over and do, I'm just trying to be careful not to knock the phone. Or not, yeah, because if I hit this wooden thing, oh yeah, there's some knots right there. Let me get them out. If you find a knotted area, you can really work it out. And then you just do this side. All the way up. And when you do this, I don't know if you guys could tell because I'm not facing the camera, but when you come back like this, you're really stretching out your arms. You know, it's like baby pose, kind of. Like, baby pose is like this, like that, baby pose, but with my other knee would be up, but my arms are really stretching out right here. And then when I come up, it's a different stretch. So I'm not feeling too much in the way of knots. Probably because the more I've been rolling out, the more knots that have been coming out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands right here. I'm going to cross them like this and hold my elbows. I'm going to get my feet to come in just a little, and I'm going to let my whole torso pull my body down. And I'm stretching, obviously, all of this, okay? I'm stretching all of it. Now, some people like to put their hands down or hold behind their legs, but I find when you do it this way, it's the best stretch. So I'm going to hold that down like that, okay? And then from here, I'm going to step out and I'm going to go into a downward dog just for a minute so I can get that extra stretch in the back of my calves. So I'm downward dogging and I'm just stretching out my calves a little, okay? I will come check the chat, but it might be a minute, okay? And I see you guys and I love you guys. Okay, now from here, I'm going to come down and I'm going to stretch the bottoms of my feet. So I don't know if you could see that I'm like doing this and my knees are hitting the floor. And I'm just kind of stretching out my Fascia, I think it's called. And the reason I'm calling it fascia is because of that fascia tendonitis or something like that. I don't know, like it's in the bottom of your foot. So that's, there you go, another made up 80 word. So from here, I'm just gonna go really quick into like an actual baby pose for a minute. And I'm gonna stretch my shoulders. And so I like to put in movement. I like to start to put in movement just to get my blood flowing. I like to just kind of move. Now I'm gonna spread it out. And I'm gonna do a inner thigh stretch. And I'm gonna pop the booty for movement, just for movement. You know, just for a deeper, more effective stretch. Okay, and then I'm gonna push back and I'm gonna pop the booty. And then I'm gonna just do that. The reason I'm not using a yoga mat, guys, is because in the clubs, they don't allow yoga mats. And I'm really trying to get, now that I'm an older person and elderly pretty much, I've got like just a couple years to go to be a senior citizen. Seriously though. And my bones, and also with my weight loss too, from being like 160 pounds and now only weighing 113, 14 pounds, and being elderly, I have some bones that are protruding that weren't protruding before. And so it really hurts to be on the floor with my bones. But the more I do it, it's just like doing pole work. Your skin and your body just gets used to the pain. And so that's why I'm not using a yoga mat, because I'm literally in so much pain right now. My ankles, the tops of my metatarpals are in so much pain sitting on the floor, sitting on my heels, just pushing all my foot bones into the hardwood linoleum. It's killer. Okay, try it. Try it. Do it on a floor, like a hard floor. Like go into your kitchen or if you have hardwood floors or whatever, and get onto your bones. This shit don't feel good, y'all. It don't. But you know what? It's fine, because things that don't feel good are usually good for you. Usually. Like this kind of stuff. So here we go. Like I'm acclimating. So here I am, moving around. I always do that. And also I'm stretching the tops of my feet like this. And I'm trying to get a better point. Because it's the better your point is, like the fluidity on the pole, in my opinion, looks better. So the better my feet can point, just the better everything's going to look, in my opinion. So I'm getting that bend to my feet. So while I'm here, while I'm in super amounts of pain that I'm hiding from you guys, I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to get out of this because it's really seriously killing me. Okay, that was a long time too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is purple and red and hurting. Okay, so now I'm going to sit like this, and I'm going to lean forward, and I'm going to wiggle my booty. Okay, I'm going to wiggle it. Wiggle it just a little bit. I want to see you wiggle it just a little bit. Let me see you wiggle it just a little bit. I want to see you wiggle it just a little bit. I'm looking good, you guys. I'm like really proud of myself. Like I'm starting to really come together. Okay. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do head rolling. This is very important. You don't want to break your neck while you're on your pole. You want all your muscles to be warmed up. Can you guys give me 1 second? What is he barking at? He's probably barking at a dog out there. So I'm going to hold it like this. When you feel like a tense area, you want to hold it. Okay, guys? So you want to sit up very straight, and you just want to, okay, I'm going to go the other way. You just want to get that head rolled out. You really do. And you want to just enjoy it. You want to breathe. And so if you feel a little bit of something, you just want to hold it. And you just want to, like, you just want to rub it, because this helps lymphatic drainage. I've been doing a lot of research on that. So right here, I'm kind of having a little pain as I roll my head. So I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to do some lymphatic drainage. This is the spot where you want to rub to, like right in here, just very softly. I call it petting the neck. Just pet the neck. Just pet it. This is going to help your lymph nodes drain. Anything toxic is going to come out. I know you have lymph nodes all over your body, but this is the main place that you want to focus on, according to like the research I've been doing. So you want to pet the neck and just drain the lymph node drainage. I mean, it doesn't drain it while you're doing this, but it opens it up, like it preps it for draining. And then when you take a shower and steaming, or you're exercising and you're sweating, it won't be clogged up. Do you know what I mean? So like if you do this, you're not draining your lymph nodes. You're not draining your circulatory system, is not moving the toxins to be drained out of your like lymph nodes all over your body, where all your lymph nodes are, right away. What's happening is it's like opening a portal, right? And then when you start doing things and your body starts sweating and sweating and sweating, then it causes it to be able to drain. It unclogs it. And this is the main area. And I've done research. The first time I saw it, I didn't know if I believed it or not. Like I didn't know if I needed to continue using my dry brush, but I did a deeper dive research into it, and I've learned that this is the main place that you want to focus on, and it's right here. Right above the collarbone, you have these two little like divots, and you want to get in there and you just want to pet the neck. And then also under the collarbone right here, you just want to kind of go like this, but on both sides like that. And so that's what I do when I'm doing my, neck stretches. Then the next thing you want to do is take, like, you could get your bra like this if you're a female. If not, just pretend, guys, like you got a bra on, and just kind of pull, see how my arms are kind of coming together. Just do this frontwards. Hi, everybody. Workout time. So you're doing this frontwards. You can focus on one. You can really focus. You can get it and just really focus, because guess what? This is like getting a deep tissue massage. You can literally feel knots that are like between your shoulder blades and just in all this area and tension. You can feel it like popping and coming out, and especially when you go backwards. So when you go backwards, I don't like to go backwards the same way I go frontwards. This is more of like a stretch for your arms right here, to do it this way. If you want to get knots out of your back, like if you want to get like knots out, and you don't got nobody to rub those knots out, like maybe your wife doesn't have hands. You know what? I used to work at a retirement resort, and I knew a guy that didn't have any hands. But I was like, damn, he got them nubs though. He got them nubs though. She ain't leaving him. He got them nubs. Okay? So anyway, you see this big smile. He got them nubs. All right, so anyway, when you go back like this, and you got to really put emphasis on it. You got to be like, yeah. You can't just be like this. I know some people, I mean, this is not healthy. I mean, if you're rolling your shoulders, this is fine. But you really want to, Really put emphasis on it. Like, really, let me show you from the back. Now, this is getting knots out. Knots that roller can't even get to. This is deep, deep, deep down under your shoulder blades. You want to, it's getting everything out all the way from like here, all the way down to here. You know, you got to really, you got to really get in there. And you might even want to incorporate some like head movement. And you can't try to look pretty while you're doing it. You got to be like barbaric about it. Like, roar, I'm a barbarian. You got to like metamorphose into some kind of weird something to get these knots out. And I don't hear too much popping because I literally do it all the time. So, you know, eventually, but you want to be proactive, right? You want to be proactive. So we got all that. Jason McCrary. Yeah, baby. Hey. Eod. Yeah. Thank you, Balls. Parappa. Hi, honey. John Shook, you're still here. Yay. Sticking it out with me, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Uni too. Sticking it out with me. Aw. Adam Steed. Hi. Jason McCary. Charles. Hey, Charles. You guys are awesome. Alex. Theory. Hi, Theory. Hey, Whispering. I need my glasses for this. I see a frickin' paragraph. Let's dissect this paragraph. Whispering Oaks. Old women. Desperate for attention. This is revolting. Shameful and pathetic. That could be the name of my next book. Revolting and shamefully pathetic. Thank you for that idea. That sounds like either a great chapter or a great actual like name of a book. You know what I mean? Because I'm working on my third book. I mean, I'm just chugging away. And the third book is all about when I used to work in the streets. I was fighting for a custody battle and a divorce and everything. Not a divorce, but it was like a divorce. And what happened was the lawyer told me, because now I'm a single mom, right? And the dad wasn't really helping me with anything. And he had lawyers to like kind of block him in court or whatever. So I was a single mom of 3 and I had this big house. And my lawyer told me, you cannot downgrade. If you want to keep custody of these kids, you cannot downgrade. And any government assistance you're getting, like if you have now applied for food stamps and like Medicare and things like that for the kids, you have to get off of that and you have to buy regular insurance. You have to be doing as good as he's doing, if not better. If you want to be the primary custodian of these children. So I didn't realize that she was being like way over the top. Like I was very young and I believed this lawyer. I was like, oh, I can't lose my Volvo. I can't stop my car payment on my new Volvo. I can't lose this 3-bedroom house in this expensive neighborhood because I've got to be doing well. Even without child support or without any help from this guy, I've got to be being a boss. And, you know, back then, you know, I don't know, this was a long time ago. I'm elderly, so this was like 30 years ago. You know what I mean? This was like 25 years ago. And so I had to start getting sugar daddies. I wouldn't say I was walking the blade, but I had to get sugar daddies. And Some of them weren't very sugary, if you know what I mean. Some of them pretended to be sugary, but I got myself in some pretty scary situations. And so I haven't titled that book yet, but Whispering Oaks, This is Revolting and Shamefully Pathetic, would be a really good title for that book. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and I'm also sorry you feel that way. That's just too bad that I affect you in that manner. Maybe you shouldn't watch my channel. You know, that's kind of what's more revolting than this is somebody that wouldn't just swipe. Somebody that's got to stop on it and like can't control themselves enough to make a comment, like a rude comment. Like in my opinion, a person like that, when they look in the mirror, they're going to see something revolting and pathetic, and they're not going to be, and then it's a vicious cycle. Then they just start turning into a troll. You know what I mean? So Whispering Oaks, I feel for you. You're welcome here for a while, unless you get too crazy. And maybe you could learn a thing or two from me. Jason McCrary, I'm getting excited. Okay, that's nice to know. Joden, my eyes. Oh my God, what is you? I am Adia Rain. I am in my 50s and I am a pole artist. Employable, professional. Well, I don't know if I'd say professional, but okay. Solo, hey baby. Okay, King Diamond, yeah. I'll take it. And I've said hi to William, and he's always a sweetheart, and there we go. All right, so we're gonna go back, and we're gonna just do a few more stretches to get me ready for a few. Actually, you know what? I'll just do the stretches on the pole. I've done enough stretching. Thank you for those of you that are being kind and supporting me and staying with me through my live stream. It means a lot to me. Have you guys noticed this is my first sip of water? I'm getting better at not drinking water through my performances. Okay, so we're going to just do a few things that I'm working on. Then we're going to do a few harder things, and I may have to put on yoga pants to get into Dove, but we're going to try to get into Dove without yoga pants. The reason why is the silicone pole will tear my legs open. So we're going to try. I am getting used to it. I notice if I don't clean it, I know this sounds gross, but if I don't clean it, it is a little bit more slick, and I can get into poses without putting on yoga pants. And so since I just cleaned my pole today, I don't know if I'll be able to get into Dove, but we'll worry about that when that time comes. So let's just try some different spins and some climbs. And I'm going to be trying to do a variation of the jade split. So I think let's do that first. This is going to be a little bit of what I'm good at mixed with a little bit of what I'm not good at that I'm trying to get good at. So you'll see. You'll see the part that I'm good at, and you'll see the part that I'm not good at, all right? So what we're going to do is hold the pole. I think I'm going to go in like, let's try that new spin. No, let's just stick with the regular. I'm going to do that on my off time. We're going to come up. We're going to hold the pole up here. We're going to air walk. We're going to spin. Now we're going to grab the foot. We're going to come down. Okay. So I can't ballerina spin on the other side at all. So this is the side I'm going to do something else on because I can't ballerina spin on it because I have a degenerative collapsing lower lumbar spine that affects this other side. So, are you guys ready? We're going to come up. Oops, oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I'm getting limber, y'all. Much more limber than I was. I used to not be able to grab this foot with both hands. We're going to hold it down here. We're going to bring it up. We're going to bring it around. My underwear coming off. Uh-oh. Let me fix that. Now we're going to very hard to do. Very hard to do. And my bed's in the way. That was like a reverse shoulder mount, dismount. All right, so we got some practicing in, but we've got more practicing to go because like I said, let me stretch my arms. Like I said, I've got to try this jade split variation because I want to put that new spin that I did in the beginning that I started this stream off with. I want to put that new spin into a pole climb and then get into an aerial invert and then do this jade split variation. And so let's try it right now. So here we go. We're going to hold the pole like this. Are we going to hold it like this? Yeah. Then we're going to hold it like this, and then we're gonna fling our body around, come into a climb, come into this, pull this foot forward like this and go like this, and then we're gonna put the foot up here and put this back and try to look somewhat. So that's what I'm working on with this. And then we're going to come up like this. Now here's where I might need my yoga pants. So we're going to come like this and do this. And then we're going to come into Superman. And then I want to come into Dove. Woo! I really have to figure out what I do after Dove, guys. Because after Dove, I don't just want to flop to the floor. You know what I mean? Like I just did. I want to have another. And the only thing that I see other dancers doing from that position is an aerial shoulder mount. But I haven't been able to do an aerial shoulder mount. I'll show you what a shoulder mount is. Okay. I'm about to show you what an aerial shoulder mount is. Hold on, I'm just catching my breath, guys. Okay, so a regular shoulder mount is this. Okay. I usually like to get into a brass monkey from it. And I'm learning. I need to be able to grab that foot with this hand. And that would be really lovely, but I'm not there yet. And so I usually go into a Remy sit from here. And I haven't been laying back in Remy because it's been hurting my back. But Remy. But here you guys go. That's very painful, by the way. And then from here, I can lay back and work on getting the pole like this and straightening my legs out, see? And then coming up and going, hello, boys. And then I can, see guys, I know how to pole. I'm not just some chick that has a pole in the background that like can't pole. I can pole, I'm just still a work in progress, you know? My dog is going crazy out there and I've got to figure it out. Hey! Guys, my dog's losing his shit. Like he's losing it, for real. I might have to go. Oh, it's Delta. It's not, I thought it was Showtime. It's Delta. She's in her kennel. Delta's in her kennel and she doesn't want to be, but Showtime's like in heat right now. And he was in his kennel last night because he'll hurt her. So he was in his kennel last night. So now I have him out of his kennel and she's in her kennel. And she's like, never needs to go in a kennel. So she's not as, she gets in there willingly, but she doesn't like being in there. She doesn't really even deserve to be in there because she's such a great behaved dog. But Showtime's in heat and he's like trying to mount her and just mess with her and won't leave her alone. So she's like tired of being in there. I think she's been in there for about an hour now. Let's see. Let me get my glasses. Oh, where? Here they are. Okay. Michael Stolt. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'm getting pretty strong. I'm going to give you guys a whole like show right now. Yeah, I have a performance channel, Michael Stolt. I just haven't posted in like 3 months on there, but there is like about 50 videos. And from Dove, you're right. Like there's other ways to come out of Dove. Like I always tell my daughter this, there's more than 10 ways to skin a cat. There's probably more than 40 ways to skin a cat. So if I can find a graceful way to come down from that move, just like onto the floor, that would be fine too. So since I can't get an aerial invert and I'm really not, after Aisha, I'm not trying to learn any more pole tricks. I'm trying to fine tune what I already know. So since I'm not going to be working on an aerial invert probably for like another 2 years, I know that's a long time. I want to start working more on my flow. And when I have music in, you're absolutely right, Michael Stolt, if I'm saying your last name right. If I work on my flow and listen to my music, my top 2025 pop songs that I do every time I do yoga and pole, I will definitely learn a very graceful way to come out of that dove position. Maybe like a spin and back into a climb or something like that. Woo, these glasses are no good from far away. Hey, Michael Johnson, honey. Nice to see you. I know you were here earlier. Did you have to go or something? Hey, Uni. You're so sweet, Uni. I'm glad. He knows it's showtime. You got that right. That's why I told Leo maybe we shouldn't have named him Showtime. Because, like, he is living up to his name for show. Showtime's living up to his name for show. You know? Show enough. Showtime is living up to his name for show. Show enough he is. You got that right. Okay, I'm glad to see you back, babe. But I gotta go in a minute because Delta's in her kennel and she's going crazy. Barats. Barat, I've got to go soon, babe. But whenever the replay comes back up, you could watch it. I'm a pole artist. And this is a practice channel, but I do some stuff that I'm like good at. And then I do some stuff that I need to work on. And I basically talk to chat, and I'm in my 50s, and I'm like an elderly, and I'm all crippled half the time, and somehow I'm doing pole. And I make up my own words, and I don't know what's going on, and I forget what I'm talking about because, you know, the dementia's setting in, and from the elderly stuff, and it's just a whole, like, beautiful train wreck in this room, so hopefully you like it. I hope, Barat. But you can watch the replay because I've done a lot and my dog is flipping out in his kennel. You know, that's not my intention, Balls Mahoney, but I understand because I'm wearing like what I'm wearing and I'm doing what I'm doing. But I have to make it clear that that's just not like I seriously... I'm going to tell you what this channel is to me. What this channel is to me is my only social interaction. Seriously. You guys are my only social interaction unless I'm in the grocery store and I'm feeling chipper. Then sometimes I talk to grocery store people. And I tell them where the better deals are in other grocery stores. I like tell them like where they can get this and that because, you know, they're consumers too. And like they tell me like other grocery stores where I can find something cheaper. Like it's a big secret from the grocery store managers. Like I'm like, did you find that Kerrygold butter that comes in the 4-pack for under $5.49? I'm like, she's like, no, and not yet. I tried Walmart and they only sell the 2-pack, but it's $2 cheaper than here. And I'm like, go to Sprouts for that. Like, I do this in the grocery stores. Like I hang out with the security. And so you guys and the grocery store people are like my only social interaction. That's it. Other than that, I don't even like talk to anyone. I don't go and make friends or anything. So you guys are like my social interaction that keeps me sharp in socializing. And it's pole practice, it's stretching, and it's watching a body transformation. Honestly. So let's do that before I have to go because Delta's really throwing a hissy fit. Hold on out there, Delta. So I'm going to do like my bodybuilder. Look at that. I don't know how they do it exactly, but yeah, my legs are kind of eating themselves because I'm not sure if I'm in ketosis yet. And when you're not in ketosis and you're not eating carbs, your body will eat at the largest muscles. So my legs, if they're seeming a little like thinner than they normally are, it's probably because I'm still not in ketosis. And so my body is taking glucose and from the protein in my legs. But I'm still chugging away. Eventually, when I get into ketosis and I'm there and eventually I'll get that buildup in my legs that I had like a few months ago before I started keto. So I'm not too worried about it. I had a lot of muscle. I had a lot of muscle in my legs for my body to take from. I had big legs. So I had some muscle to give. So rather than going back on a low carb, high fat, I want to do like the, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to hurt the shit out of myself, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming to my live. Thank you for, being interested in what I have to say and watching me practice on the pole and, giving me the motivation, because that's another thing that you guys do for me is give me a lot of motivation. And I just, I'm going to try to get back on schedule. If I don't get sick again, I shouldn't. I should be all right. I just got better. So if I get sick again, this is what I told my kid. I said, if I get sick again and wind up like I was last week, I'm going to go off of keto for a little bit. Because I can't keep getting sick. Because when I get sick, what happens is I can't get into ketosis. And if I keep going like this and I keep going like this and I keep not being able to stay in ketosis, my legs are just going to get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. And I'm just going to start to look prison buff. And it's not going to be a good look. You know what I mean? I'm going to lose like everything. So I just don't want to do that. So I told my kid, I said, I cannot get sick again because when I'm sick, I can't keep up with the keto diet is a clinical keto, not just your casual keto diet. A clinical keto diet is something that has to be like measured out and on a certain time, and everything is just like it's a very rigid, like scheduled way of eating. And if you can't keep up with it because you're sick, you could actually die. You could die from dehydration. You could die from like just the diet itself. It's something that you've got to like get a wrangle on. And I told my daughter, if I get sick again, I'm going to have to go off this diet for a few months and figure out what's going on and then try again in a few months. So I expect to be going live every Saturday. If I get sick again and I miss another Saturday, then what I'm going to do is go on to like just a healthy, balanced diet, eating situation, get myself like stable, and I'll probably get my bigger legs back. And then what'll happen is, and then in like 3 months, I'll try again. But I don't want to have to do that, you guys. That's going to be really hard for me. So just for those of you that are like prayers or whatever, just please pray for me. Pray for me that I get into ketosis and that my health stays good and that I get my big legs back because, yeah, and got to get up them hills. So, but they're not that bad. I mean, I got my muscle. And my pancake butt has is still not a pancake butt anymore. So I'm really, oh God, Delta's freaking out. I gotta go, you guys. I love all y'all.